Hello, everyone. Today we're going to talk about what living things need. So the question that we're focusing on is, what do living things need? How do you know the difference between something that is alive and something that is not? So I'm pretty sure that you guys know a fox, for example, is alive and a table is not alive. But how do you actually know that? What's the difference between a fox and a table that makes the fox living and the table non-living? Well, we know that something is living when it can move, breathe, and grow. So the three main categories for living things are animals. I showed that with a cute little bunny. Humans, we have a little boy who's pointing, and plants. Animals, humans, and plants all move, breathe, and grow. Now, that can look a little different though. Animals and humans are pretty similar in the ways that they move, breathe, and grow, but plants are a little bit different. So we're going to explore that a bit. We know that all living things need water. So animals and humans have to find water or be given water. Somebody could give it to them. For example, if you have a dog or cat, you usually would give them a bowl of water. And your parents might even give you water. But plants, they really rely on rain for their water. They really need rain if they're outside plants to stay alive. Or if they're inside plants, someone could also give them water. Another thing that all living things need is air. Humans need to breathe air, and animals need to breathe air. And plants are part of the reason that we get air. So we're going to talk about that in a later lesson in more detail, but plants are part of the reason that we get clean, fresh air. You may have heard before that trees are necessary for us to get oxygen. They give oxygen out into the air, which we can breathe in. The last thing that all living things need is food. Animals and humans need food to eat, goes into our bellies, and plants also need food. So you might have heard of something called like Miracle Grow or something like that, where your parents might put that into your plants and that helps them grow. It's kind of like food for the plants. Or they might get fertilizer, or they might make their own food. So there's something called photosynthesis, where plants use the sun to make sugars. Again, we're going to explore that in a later lesson. But what do all these things have in common? What do animals, food, and plants have in common? Well, they have the same needs: air, water, food. Something to think about for our next lesson. Animals, humans, and plants that live in different environments get their needs, remember their needs are water, food, and air, met in different ways. And we're going to explore that together.